Then we will celebrate birthdays and marriage anniversaries of those coming in February. We will be paying our tributes to the batchmates who have left us for heavenly abode in last 2 years. I welcome our beloved patron, Dr. Sachin Suryavanshi. He has full right to be a patron, as he has tirelessly and successfully arranged our various get-togethers since Silver Jubilee. He has done a great job. Dear sir, President Dr. Arvind Kalmek, a calm and quiet person, but very efficient in his work. We all have experienced it in last 5 years. Then I welcome our two very popular and liked by all Vice Presidents, Dr. Meera Diwan and Charu Danade. I welcome Dr. Anil Gollar, our Secretary. What should I say about him? He is all in one. Our joint secretaries, Dr. Madhukar Sanap and Dr. Suresh Sabu, they have arranged wonderful get-together at Ellora. We all enjoyed your hospitality and nice arrangements, sirs. Then I welcome our famous Viju, Urfo Viju Kade, because of his meticulous planning and writing updates from time to time. He is called Khadus by many. I like his straightforwardness. I must mention here is that he always care for my conveyance, that is transport, in each and every get together, whether it's outstation or in Nagpur.
Hello. I invite Dr. D.M. Valmare as the chairperson of today's meeting. D.M. Valmare.
Chairman is Dr. D.M. Valmare. We all have experienced on group his excellent writing. He has got command over Marathi, Hindi and English. I came to know recently on Sanskrit also. He is an army person as well as all we know, very disciplined person. I request Dr. Karmik to give a rosebud to him. I now invite our President, Dr. Kalmek, to give his welcome speech.
Hello. Good evening to all the wonderful batchmates of great citizen batch. It's a pleasure to begin with this auspicious occasion by welcoming you all. We all have gathered here to celebrate Emerald Jubilee. I am thankful to you all for your overwhelming and surprising response. Special thanks to those who coming from abroad. Thank you.
Now I invite our organizing secretary, Dr. Anil Gollar, to say some words.
Well, good evening, friends. I have nothing to say because my friend Khadus has been working tirelessly for last 5 years. And whatever we have done in 5 years, it has always been with Viju and Arvind. We have worked together. So the secretary's report generally is very long. What we did in 5 years, what we did not do in 5 years. I don't want to go into the details. So I will leave it for my treasurer, Dr. Kale, to say everything on his behalf as well as on my behalf. I welcome you all. Thank you very much.
माझे सर्व बॅचमेट्स, व्हॉट ए बॅच, नो मॅच, तुम्हा सगळ्यांचं मी स्वागत करतो. आणि हे इतके कमी बोलले की 3 मिनिटातच सगळं प्रोग्राम संपून जाईल असं वाटतं.
तो जास्त वेळ
थँक्यू सो मच. सो all these 5 years after the Jubilee, Golden Jubilee, we have witnessed wonderful programs, wonderful coordination, and as if it is a one team which is working for this. I really congratulate them for this good job and restricting all the expenses within the limited circumstances, within the operant circumstances. They have successfully managed all this. Therefore, we congratulate them. And I really want you to give a big hand for them. Second thing, as a patron, I would like to request every one of you to be uninhibited. निसंकोचपणे तुम्हाला जे म्हणायचं ते निसंकोचपणे तुम्ही इथे मांडा. We will try to solve all those problems, answer those queries, and also you can propose whatever you want to propose on any front to this body. So that is very essential for me to request you, so don't feel inhibited while expressing yourself. We are one. I thank you for giving this opportunity. And third thing, let me tell you that we have no written constitution. Agreed. But we change every 5 years. Or we put down our pens at the end of 5 years and then say that either you choose the body or give authority to the same body to continue. That is up to you to decide. So am I right, Dr. Khan? Yes. So the tenure of this body 5 years was wonderful tenure. They have done the right thing. You now have to choose the new body or ask this body to continue. That is your choice. So with these words, आता मी माझ्या वाणीला विश्राम देतो. Thank you so much.
We will now pay homage in the form of Shraddhanjali to the departed souls of our batch. Dr. P.D. Dhakate, Dr. Ashok Jadhav, Dr. Ramesh Gandewar, and Dr. Mangal Nalamwar, by standing for 2 minutes. We now will felicitate batchmates who cake cutting by batchmates having birthday in February. Dr. Pushpa Kamble, Dr. Samta Sharma. Pushpa Kamble 2nd February and Samta Sharma 18th February. Wedding Valence. Also having wedding anniversaries in February. Dr. Uday Mahurkar 1st February, Dr. Lata Mauril 14th February, Dr. Manju Katakwar 19th February, and Dr. Prakash Sancheti 8th February.
Can I add one more? Dr. Avinash Desai and Hema, and theirs is 12th of February.
Sudhakar and Sudha Joshi on
2nd February.
2nd February. We are doing now. Patron Dr. Sachin Suryavanshi will felicitate Dr. H.R. Patil with shawl and Shrifal. Will be felicitated by President Arvind Karmek. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Meera Diwan will felicitate Dr. D.M. Wagmare. Thank you, Meera. Joint Secretary Dr. Madhukar Sanap will felicitate Dr. Bipin Mehta. Dr. Vijay Kale will felicitate Dr. Ravi Demapure. Thank you, Vijay, and thank you, Ravi. Cake cutting will be done after the official meeting. After official meeting. After all, Anil Gollar will felicitate B.T. Jamborkar. Thank you Anil, thank you Dr. Jamborkar. And sorry, म्हातार पण आहे विसरली आता. चला बसा आता. the ceremonies, now we will be doing business of statements of accounts during 2022 and 2024 by our Dr. Vijay Kale, perfectionist in account keeping. Dr. Vijay Kale.
Hello.
Hello.
No testing. You were on the This. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hi, what? Without mic also you can hear me. That much I know. So now this report which I am going to present is secretary come, treasurer come, everything. Because he has said that you do everything. So I am doing that. I had written this report, but then unfortunately it has gone out of this. Even I am trying to read that. Actually this committee was post-Pench. In the Pench project we had a get together. After that only these people were with them. And I was then inducted just before Ellora from Pench. That much I remember. So from Ellora, so after Ellora and before Ellora, we had organized a meeting for welcoming Dr. Sudhakar Joshi, who had come out of a near fatal accident, and that was arranged in Hotel Heritage. And those who were in Nagpur, they have attended it. Because they were not in Nagpur, of course they were not there. But all those who were in Nagpur, they had attended it. Then there was already a discussion on Ellora, so we were busy. We means myself, Arvind, Anil, and Manju, Lata, Ravi. All these were busy with different meetings. Many meetings were held, and if I go in detail, it will be too long. So many meetings were held, and all meetings were held in Anil Gollar's house. He was the host for tea, coffee, etc., whatever it is. So it's totally his part. And then we had decided, there was a discussion how to go to Ellora, etc., but then finally we arranged for a bus. And with the bus, those who were in the bus, they know it. We went by a bus, and on the way in Karanja we had a halt for lunch. That lunch was sponsored by Anil. That was not in our expenses because our money was very less, so Anil himself said he will sponsor the lunch, and that was sponsored by him. Next, when we reached Jalna, Sabu and Sanap, they had welcomed us with band and all that. I still remember that, Madhukar. And then the hotel was there, all rooms were booked by them, of course. And then they had offered us a delicious dinner sponsored by Sabu and Sana. Again, not from the batch money. Then we had a very nice get together at Ellora. It was all enjoyed, and then we came back. After that, and at that time only it was decided that the next meet will be in Nagpur or near Nagpur. So Anil, Arvind and myself, we took a challenge to do that. And so we organized this. For this also, we had to have 6 meetings, again all at the expenses and at the residence of Anil Gollar only, not from the batch. Because that we have not spent a single penny from the fund, because it was his this thing, so he will arrange everything at his residence. I used to carry, I remember, Arvind always, from my place, I took him to Anil's place, and then I used to call others so that they can gather there. After his busy schedule, he could spare half an hour, sometime 1 hour. Sometimes in his office, sometimes in his residence, but all to Anil Gollar. And 1 or twice we met in Arvind's place also. We never meet at our place. That was my place rather. My place is too small for a meeting. That I should admit. Then after this fearing so much, we decided to this. For this purpose also we came here for 6 times. to see the venue, to find out whether their things are there or not, everything. Then we found out, of course, except for this food, which we never tested, but everything was fine. Then he had again discovered that we had that Vana Bhojan today that was discovered by him. So we visited that place also. So all things went all right, and hopefully till this time we have enjoyed everything. Now I'll go to the exact details of report. Hello. The decided amount was 12,500 per head. That was decided. Actually, I had asked Anil, it should be 15,000, sorry. But he said, no, we will be able to manage 12,500. So we stuck to that. So, and then 110 heads. Let me make it very clear. When I initially 110 heads, that means spouse and had said yes. Ultimately, only 70 heads came. So there is a deficit of 40 people. And we arranged, this whole thing was arranged for 100 people. So now only 70 people came. So all this money was given to them as per 100. And 4,50,000 was given for this whole booking. And no other person was allowed in this for 3 days. We have booked the whole thing. That was the first thing. And there will be loss if less people come. Ultimately, it's same happened. Now the cash receipt was 5,37,500 in cash. By NEFT, 3,17,500. Total of 8,55,000. That was the receipt. Then the expenditure, 6,89,285 to this hall, to this RAMESON, 10,175 as GST, 20,040 for safari, 3,000 for petrol to taxi, then 10,000 for the today's lunch advance, then 15,000 for bus advance which we went, then 4,000 for shawl, shrifal, then 30,000 for photograph we have already paid, and 11,000 for musicians yesterday also we have paid. So we had paid, and yesterday only, immediately after my arrival, I had paid 1 lakh to this RAMESON also. So total payment done was 8,95,540. Now, after this, the expenses to be done was 1,215 to RAMESON, and there were many more because we had booked 70 dinners yesterday, and there were 79 dinners head. So that amount will come at the rate of 1,350. Then 8,000 for all drivers. We have given them the money. I had looked after their morning tea, breakfast and dinner also. 30,000 for drinks approximately. Still it is approximately because whatever has been spent, Anil had to bring more. Anil? So this was approximately, I'll definitely go more because yesterday I saw 5 bottles, today also he is bringing 2 more bottles. Then comes 3,600 for this cake. Then 30,000 for that expected expenditure of lunch. Karmik, it may go up also. No? That today's lunch, approximately 30, but it may go up also. This is approximate. Then 10,000 for pendal and all that. We don't know because payment is yet to be made. So the proposed expenditure is 83,815 and 6,000 for the bus. Because bus, we could manage this bus for 21,000 only. Normally people ask for 30, 35, 40, but I have managed for 21,000. I have already paid 15,000 and I am going to pay 6,000 tomorrow morning. Then, so total expenses will be 89,815. So if we spend this plus this, it comes to 985,355. Our collection is 955,000. So the deficit would be expected 30,355 only. Thank you.
What was the reserve you carried after the yellow run? What was the reserve you carried after Elora?
Reserve.
Reserve.
That was 2 lakh something. And we had to, I have not given the whole thing. We had spent 1,50,000 for Comrades Medal, where we could collect only 98,000. After initially 66, then I requested all, like Dimapur and all that people have spent 5,000, 2,000, 1,000 like that. It came to 98,000. Suresh Gangre 5,000, Ravi Dimapur 5,000. It is all written here. Everything is there in my this thing. And we had a deficit of 61,270 of 61,270. And then of course that 52,000 for Comrades Medal will remain. Of course that is there. There is a deficit, it will remain. It will go from the general fund. 61,270 will also go from the general fund. Everything is going from general fund. We are not recontributing. We have not asked anybody. Here also this approximate 30,000, but I am not sure because unless I complete this thing till 31st of March, I cannot tell you what is exactly, because whatever is there, it is there in black and white. It is, everything is black and white.
He is having a deficit of only 30,000 as on today. So I have asked for that particular pendant. It was not decided unanimously. So that 10,000 you can deduct. That is on me.
Okay.
So it's my thinking that we should have a pendant there. So I asked somebody yesterday. So he erected the pendant. So you don't bother about the pendant expenditure, right?
Dr. Ashok Garbar's question was how much was the amount deposited in the bank at the time when we gave handover to them. Is it your question?
Yeah.
If that is
2060. 2 lakh, sorry. 2,60,000. वो इसमें पासबुक में लिखा है.
is it in fixed deposit or it is a liquid? It is. So yes. All said and done, how much is the amount remaining in the bank now?
266.
2,66,000 is remaining in the bank now on 1969 batch account with PNR number so and so. So I request any other, please.
What is going to happen to that?
Yes. Is there any plan to spend that money?
There is no plan to spend that money because hereafter also, maybe 5 years down the line, there will be some get together. That's a different issue. That is to be discussed. But suppose something happens to somebody, for example, I have omitted one. Naresh Diwan had come, of course that was not expended because Naresh Diwan had come post-COVID. I omitted that from you, sorry for that. Naresh Diwan had come and he had given us a dinner party. He gave the dinner party. The musician and the photographer I had paid from the pocket, not my pocket, I don't have that much of pocket, from the fund. That was 7,000 only for musician and the photographer, but the rest of the thing was paid by him. Yes.
See, that money cannot remain in bank like this. The method is you need to do an audit and submit to go to audit.
We do it.
Let me speak. The problem is that the money was collected when the participants in the Jubilee or reunion were probably 110 or 100, right? Now this number is shrinking as we are advancing forwards. So the money which was contributed by 100 or 110 is what he's proposing is going to be used for 60. Maybe 5 years down the line it will be used for 30. Might be 5 years line then 20. So that is not, you see, people contributing and the money is expending to be used for n number of people down the line is not correct. So my request is, my proposition is that this money right now should be spent and not remain in a bank. Otherwise also it's not fair practice to deposit the money like a Jubilee celebration committee in bank and keep it on the fix for future expenditure. That's not a fair practice, sir.
Then what is to be done?
Now whatever deficit are you proposing or you are calculating, that money should come from there. So we don't know what happened at, let me complete, sir. So you see what happened is we talked to the people of Elora and they said there was a deficit. I proposed there was hardly there a saving or a deficit? After LOR.
61,270.
Deficit. So maybe I heard wrong from Dr. Sabu's telephone conversation that they were in plus actually.
Hey,
Whatever.
he had no deficit because I had given everything to him, but when I...
My suggestion is, my humble submission is that this money, 2,60,000, whatever it is to be utilized for batch purposes and contribution and to fulfill all the deficits that has been so prominently pointed out here. And it cannot remain for a future is down the line in a bank account. The reason I have told you that it includes contribution from much more people than what we are celebrating now. And down the line, this number is going to become less and less. So it will not be justice to people who are not participating.
विजय, तुमने जितना बताया है ये तुम डेफिनेट हो कि तुम कोई 30,000 का ही डेफिसिट है, तुम्हारा पूरा अकाउंट हो गया? मुझे मालूम, मैं भी सिल्वर जुबिली में रह चुका हूँ। अभी भी कुछ एक्सपेंसेस होंगे जिसके बिल तुम्हारे पास आए नहीं होंगे, कुछ बिल आए होंगे, प्रपोज है, पर प्रपोज में भी तो डेफिसिट हो सकता है ना। सिल्वर जुबिली में यही हुआ था, 20,000 रुपये का लॉस हुआ था। But then Uday, Anil and few of us, they collected. And ultimately we sold 15,000 in Silver Jubilee. तो आप अपना पहले देख लो कि आपको और 25,000 रुपया कम से कम समझ के चलो कि आपने जितना भी अभी बताया उसमें और 25,000 का आपको आ सकता है। अभी आपके लाख 2,66,000 जो है, this is the old balance, isn't it? Before this function, ये पुराना है ना।
What do you want to suggest? Please suggest.
तो मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि आप बोलो कि 20,000 का डेफिसिट, आप समझ के चलिए आपको 50,000 का डेफिसिट है, फिर जितना बच गया वो समझ। आपको अभी देखिए, आपको सीए को भी पैसा देना है ये रिटर्न भरने के लिए, और कभी किसी ने अगर नहीं फॉल बाई जीएसटी नहीं भरा तो इट इज अवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑल्सो। तो यानी 50,000 रुपया आप डेफिसिट पकड़ के चलो, मेरा ये ओवरऑल
करना
क्या है?
बचे हुए अमाउंट का क्या करना है?
ये जो बचे हुए अमाउंट है ये जनरल बॉडी डिसाइड करेगी।
अरे तो वो ठीक है, तो यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ जनरल बॉडी, यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ जनरल बॉडी, यू कैन सजेस्ट।
मैं इसमें कुछ एक सजेशन दूसरे ने भी देना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि आज तक के कभी भी अपना हर टाइम डेफिसिट बजट रहा हुआ है, और जो नहीं आए जो आए उसमें किसी को कुछ हुआ नहीं है। तो आप लोग डिसाइड करिए ना, सजेशन आप करिए। मैं एलोरा में भी नहीं आया था।
डॉक्टर उदय वाट्स।
बाकी के आजू बाजू के बैच के लोगों ने क्या किया है ये मैं बता सकता हूँ, तो हम लोग सब मिलकर डिसाइड करेंगे। अभी ये अपने पास जमा है, इसको रखने का तो डेफिनेटली कोई यूज़ ही नहीं है, क्योंकि यू कैनॉट कीप मनी अनयूज्ड इन द बैंक। फिर बैंक को विपिन ने बहुत कोशिश किया, बैंक उनको उस पुराने डिफिसिट का उसको लेटर आया कि ये अनयूज्ड अमाउंट है, उस पर पेनल्टी पड़ेगी। उसने बहुत ट्रबल लेके फिर अल्टीमेटली वो इश्यू सॉल्व किया है। वैसे ही इसका होने वाला है अपने तो दूसरे बैचेस ने क्या किया कि उनका अकाउंट जीरो कर डाला आफ्टर द फंक्शन, क्योंकि ये लोग अभी इतने आ रहे हैं, अगली बार डेफिनेटली नंबर कम हुआ, कितना नंबर कम हुआ मालूम नहीं, फॉर वेरियस रीजंस पीपल विल बी डेफिनेटली डिक्रीजिंग। तो ये अमाउंट उन्होंने क्या किया कि जो बचे हुए पैसे थे वो 500, 1000 सबको बांट दिए और बैलेंस जीरो, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट टाइम जो आएंगे जो लोग अफोर्डिंग होंगे तो डेफिनेटली आएंगे, और पैसा इतना नहीं रखना चाहिए, और यदि अगर रखना ही है तो उसका यूज़ कुछ नहीं है। सो आई प्रपोज दैट दिस शुड बिकम जीरो, और मे बी अभी जीरो करने का तरीका नहीं कि वो वापस कर दो सबको, अभी जितने आ रहे हैं उनको तो भी वापस कर दो। मतलब अमाउंट में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, किसी को भी अमाउंट में इंटरेस्ट नहीं, लेकिन इसकी बॉदरेशन क्यों लेना? दैट इज माय सजेशन।
Any other suggestion? You had some other question about Krishna Kamble and all that.
हम लोग को एक थोड़ी कंप्लेंट है एक्चुअली, मतलब प्लीज डोंट टेक इट अदर वे अनिल एंड
We don't take it as a promise.
Okay.
Promise.
क्योंकि हम लोग सिटी मार रहे अपना मालूम है कि जो एलोरा का जो गेट टुगेदर हुआ था उसकी डेट्स वी हैड टू चेंज आई थिंक 2 or 3 times, so 11 of us could not attend. 11 लोग हम जा नहीं सके क्योंकि डेट्स चेंज हो गए। हमने जो इनिशियली इंटरेस्टेड थे बिकॉज दोज डेट्स वर शूटिंग, तो 11 लोग गए नहीं थे। तो उनके पहले जो बैचेस ने किया था, क्या किया था कि जो लोग आ नहीं सकते उनका जो कॉमन खर्चा हुआ, जैकेट वगैरह जो भी है, वो काट के उनके पैसे, जैसा 20,000 का कंट्रीब्यूशन था 5 या 6,000 करके 15,000 उनके वापस कर दिए। इस बार भी आई एम श्योर सम पीपल मस्ट हैव पेड एंड दे आर नॉट कमिंग। तो उसका वहाँ पे जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग हुई। पैसे का बिल्कुल सवाल नहीं इसमें, पैसे तो डेफिनेटली सेकेंडरी। द वे इट वाज रिजेक्टेड वाज ऑब्जेक्शनेबल। वहाँ पे जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग जो नहीं आ रहे हैं उनके पैसे वापस देने के नहीं। और वहाँ से आने के बाद में कर्टसी डिमांडेड कि हम लोग को फ़ोन करना चाहिए था कि भाई हम लोग जनरल बॉडी में डिसाइड किया कि पैसे वापस देने के नहीं। सो इट वाज रियली इंसल्टिंग, वी फेल्ट इंसल्टेड कि आए नहीं और गुल्लड़बाजी करके हमारा कैंसिल किया कि जो आए नहीं उनके पैसे नहीं देना। वो थोड़ा मुझे हर्ट हुआ। दूसरा हर्ट ये हुआ कि कांबड़े, अपने बैच का कांबड़े, who was not really with us, he was there only for 1 year I think, not even 1 year। तो उसको पद्मश्री मिली। देन सडनली वी जम्प्ड ऑन हिम, उसको इनवाइट किया कि वो औरंगाबाद में आने के लिए, उसको रिक्वेस्ट किया, ही एग्रीड। एंड देन अपन ने उसका स्टडी भी किया। सुरेश साहू ने उसके घर का फोटो निकाला कि रियली गरीब है, बहुत गरीब है। दैट वाज कंफर्म बाय सुरेश साहू, क्योंकि सुरेश साहू उस समय वाशिंग में दूसरे कोई काम से गया था। और उसको इन्वाइट किया, और उसको इन्विटेशन के बाद में समहाउ आई डोंट नो व्हाट कैंसिल, मुझे बताया गया, अरविंद ने मुझे बताया था कि उसके लिए कार अरेंज करना है। वो कार अरेंज करने के लिए बताया। तो मैंने सुरेश साहू का कजिन वहाँ पे रहता है, उसको बताया कि भाई उसके लिए कार अरेंज करके देना, सो दैट ही कैन कम एंड कम बैक टू वाशिंग। बाद में बताया भी नहीं, फिर मेरे को उसका जो सुरेश साहू का कजिन है वहाँ पे, उसका फ़ोन आया कि क्या हो गया, आए आपने तो कार बताया था अरेंज करने के लिए, मैंने करके रखा है, और वो तुम्हारी तरफ से कोई फ़ोन भी नहीं आया। सो एक्चुअली वी शुड हैव, उसकी सर्विस ले तो उसको इन्फॉर्म करना अपनी कर्टसी थी, तो वो इन्फॉर्म नहीं हो सका। सिमिलरली कारंजा में भी सुरेश साहू का एक कजिन रहता है, उसने अरेंज किया था, बड़े इससे ये फ्री हुआ है, बहुत अच्छा हुआ। बट व्हाट हैपेंड वाज, अरविंद ने ही मुझे बताया था कि अपन भाया कारंजा लाड़ जाने वाले हैं, और वहाँ पे मैंने लोगों तो मेरे गांव के नज़दीक है, तो आई नो मेनी पीपल देयर। तो कजिन था वहाँ पे, सुरेश साहू का कजिन अभी भी रहता है, सुभाष साहू, उसने अरेंज किया था। और वो बहुत हैप्पी था कि इतने बड़े बड़े डॉक्टर अपने यहाँ आने वाले हैं। वो उसके लड़के दोनों और बहुएं सबको बुला के उसने फंक्शन अरेंज करने वाला था। उसको भी फोन आया कि क्या हुआ है, बोले भाई अरेंज तो किया सब, उसका भी अपन ने उसके पहले अरेंज किया। तो दैट वाज आल्सो क्वाइट हर्टिंग टू मी, क्योंकि उसका फोन आया कि मैं बहुत इससे हुआ और मुझे बताया भी नहीं आपने कि कैंसिल किया करके। फ्री में हुआ अच्छी बात है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा हर्टिंग था।
Sir, small point. See, I completely second whatever Uday has expressed. With addition, the general body cannot decide or cancel the refund of non-participants, especially when the aggrieved candidates, those who were not there, did not have their say in the meeting. So that is not how the general body works. Because there were 11 people who did not attend, including me, Elora get together because of the situation of changing the dates and things like that, right? And then suddenly we were told the general body has decided not to refund your money. So this cannot happen because all of us were not there, not the part of the general body. See, you have to make a decision even in presence of those aggrieved people who were not in attendance. So that's what I think. This is something happened. This is it's not question of returning money to us. It's our donation to 69 bank, right? But the way it was expressed, as he rightly said, did hurt. Yes. Anybody?
ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना और ये करने के पहले एक ये डिसाइड कर लो कि 29 में डायमंड जुबली सेलिब्रेट करना है कि नहीं करना है। तो फिर मैं आपको दूसरा सजेशन देता हूँ। आप लोगों को 29 में डायमंड जुबली आ रही है, नहीं मैं सजेशन में बता रहा हूँ आपको, बता रहा भाई, आप 2,66,000 है, 66,000 अभी बैलेंस कर दीजिए। आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम आता है ये जून तक क्लियर हो जाएगा। जब आप इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न आपका मई में जाएगा इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न ओके आएगा, दैट यू कंसिडर कि आपको कोई लाइबिलिटीज नहीं है एट प्रेजेंट, राइट? 66,000 आप एक मिनट रखो, और अगर आपको डायमंड जुबली सेलिब्रेट करना है तो आपको 1 लाख रुपया कम से कम बैलेंस रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि रिकरिंग एक्सपेंसेस के लिए पैसे कहाँ से लाएंगे? किसको बोलेंगे कि डायमंड जुबली में चाहिए एडवांस, ये चाहिए वो चाहिए, तो कहाँ से लाएंगे? हाँ, पैसा रिफंड करने का है, एग्री करते प्रोपोर्शनेटली आप रिफंड करिए, वो दैट इज अप टू द जनरल बॉडी। पर अगर आपको डायमंड जुबली तो 1 लाख रुपया बैलेंस रख देना चाहिए, क्योंकि बाद में जो भी बॉडी होगी उनको तो पैसे जब आएंगे तब नहीं, उसके पहले लगता है ना, अभी उसको एक बार म्यूजिक के लिए 15,000 लग गया। तो दिस इज माई सजेशन, अगर रखना है तो 1 लाख रुपया बैलेंस रखो। इनकम टैक्स का लॉज ऐसा रहता है और 3 साल के बाद का भी एरियर निकाल सकता है, तो ये इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न भरने दो। जून जुलाई में आपके पास इंटीमेशन आ जाएगी, एक बार इंटीमेशन आ गई मीन्स अभी तक का पूरा क्लियर है, आपको कुछ देने का।
It's question of again, like we celebrate Diamond Jubilee in 29. I don't know, God forbids, how many of us will be there to celebrate. One. The second thing is, then again, the money which was contributed by 110 people will be used by 30 or 40 who will be attending the Diamond Jubilee. That's an injustice. You can't keep the money which was contributed by a much larger number of people and use them for down the line for Diamond Jubilee celebration where 30 or 40 people will attend.
Yes, so what the general body, they are present, they have complained. This present general body will decide whatever was done. Let's put it to vote.
I will
I think
Let us it was done fairly last time. It was not done unfairly. Everybody was consulted in the last general body meeting and everybody agreed. I personally went to each and every person who was present, because these people were not present. Now they have complained. Let us not go into controversy, put this to vote in a general body meeting, and they should accept gracefully whatever this general body meeting decides. If you raise an objection, let me say. Secondly, this policy, next time if the cancellation happens, what will be your policy? There should be no friction. Now this scheme has worked so hard. Can you repay their whatever work they have done? No. Nobody can pay. So you should be grateful at each and every step, for the team who has worked so hard. In Aurora, Sabu and Sanap, they have went all out. They have arranged for dinner, everything. I am grateful to them. And money, let us decide, now they are present. Let us the general body decide whether it was fair or not fair. I was there on that general body meeting.
Hello.
I consulted each and everybody and everybody agreed that there should be no refund. The way it was done, it has hurt them, that is fine. But let them put it to vote. Let us not go.
No, go in. You don't need to.
Ashok.
it is not refund the money. Am I right? It's not. And putting in general body meeting is also not a good thing. This is we are friends. These are concerned, and in general body meeting we already we should express ourselves. What is happened, that is the expression. I don't think anything is more than that.
I agree.
Manju. Mic there about
Okay, when we register for conferences, do we get our money back if we do not go? No, if we don't. But नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. विरेश, आप थोड़ी देर सब्र करो. आप कब withdraw करते हैं? That is also important. समझे क्या? ये पहली बात हुई. दूसरी बात, we say कि we have no constitution. And when we have no constitution, how do we say, frame a rule कि अभी आप refund करेंगे, अभी आप refund नहीं करेंगे? And are we going to frame a constitution now? I don't think so.
No, just a bit.
I think it should be put in a proper way.
Yes.
It is a concern that was expressed rather than referred. It should have been informed, that's all.
Let me put it in this other words. So don't be so harsh. Do you want it in return or do you don't want the return? No, that's not the matter. They do not want it. I know they don't want the return. But their only appeal is, please take us in confidence. We were absent for various reasons. Dates were changed and we had some other thing or some was ill. Take us in confidence. Inform us. Isn't it? We are respectable for you. You are respectable for us. That respect should not be dishonored. That should not be undone. Everybody in this wants that we should be communicated at least. कि भैया हमारा ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है. Why not? Why can't we do that? We should have done that. For that we beg an excuse. Second thing, आज आपने पेड़ लगाया, उसके आम आप खाने वाले नहीं हो. उसके आम आगे चल के आपके बच्चे खाने वाले हैं. जो आप बोल रहे हैं कि जो मनी आपने पहले सीडिंग मनी जिसको कहते हैं वो जो किया है, वो मनी आगे चल के लोगों के काम आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, ये बात ही नहीं है. वो आने वाला है आगे लोगों के काम. हमारे काम आने वाला है, वो हम नहीं दिया है, आपने दिया है. और जब तक के हम हैं तब तक के और जो भी है उस वक्त जिंदा रहेंगे, वो सबके काम आने वाला है. So therefore I don't accept this proposal that this money should be made null and void and spent at this point of time is not a good proposal. We have been conserving money and we do conserve the money for the future. So what is wrong in it? Only thing is that what Dr. Bipin Mehta suggested, that पहले अपनी चादर देखो, तुमको कितना खर्चा करना है वो देखो, जितना भी खर्चा करना है उतना करके आप फिर आपका जो बचता है वो आप जैसे उसने बोला कि 2029 में आपको सेलिब्रेट करना है क्या, डायमंड जुबली हाँ करना है. उस वक्त कौन रहेगा कौन नहीं रहेगा, अरे किसने देखा है? हम आज है, किसने देखा था? आज जो नहीं है उन्होंने देखा था कि हम नहीं रहने वाले हैं. That is not a point to be discussed. We have to celebrate, we have to be optimistic. We will survive. So we have to celebrate that, and for that today we decide कितने मेरे को 1 लाख रुपए उसके लिए रखने का या 50,000 रखने का है, उतना रखो और आपको जो खर्चा करने का है वो करो. ये पूरा एक्सपेंसेस लो और बाकी मनी उसके लिए. Yes, I am going to invite Naresh. So if you accept this, so अगर आपके पास बचता है, जितना भी बचता है, एक अमाउंट रखो कि 1 लाख मुझे डायमंड जुबली के लिए रखने का है, रखो. ओके, यो आपने डिसाइड किया है. और रहने वाले रखने वाले हैं, रखना ही पड़ेगा. सीडिंग मनी कहाँ से लाओगे? We had to contribute when we had no money. सिल्वर जुबली इन्होंने मेरे को हैंडल जो किया, तो we did 3 jubilees up till now. Every time we have to raise the money from nothing. So we want the seeding money. You keep that seeding money, but rest of it you can distribute. Whatever amount is remaining, you can distribute to those who have not got the money. Let us make it a principle. Why not? That if you do not come for some solid reason, for a reasonable reason, we will refund your money. Why not? We can refund the money. Now we don't have all those resources for the income at a declining age. So therefore we can have that policy. So don't undo that policy. Dr. Sharma said very correctly that उस वक्त डिसाइड किया था. हाँ, डिसाइड किया था, बराबर है. इन्होंने बहुत मेहनत किया, हाँ मेहनत किया था. हमने भी बहुत मेहनत किया. किसने मेहनत नहीं किया था? हर किसी ने. एवरी टाइम ही सपोर्टेड अस. मेहनत करने वालों का उसने हमेशा अच्छा ही कहा है, तो जरूर किया है. लेकिन इनका वो ग्रज नहीं है. ग्रज इतना ही है कि the way it was short circuited must have been informed to us in respectable manner. Am I right?
Very well said.
Very well said. I request now Dr. Naresh Tiwari has to say something. Please come.
Samta wants to say something. Samta, you want to say something?
Yes.
Pehले Samta. First Samta.
No, it's okay. See, something happened, he's Suresh Thakre. So there should be some policy. So I think he has booked for both of them. So then such thing happened, then there should be some policy that should be included, whatever it is being, whether we are going to do that. So that
yeah. So what I want to tell you everyone, we all should feel blessed. We went to this medical college, GMC batch. The amount of money we spent on our education was minimal, right? Everyone agree? I remember 5,000 rupees. And so I feel today that we are discussing about this money collected, trying to return. Think of paying forward for the good life we have had all these years. Even if we cannot use it, someone else would use something like this. Both Meera and I feel so strong. There's something who have been so blessed at all different levels. They can do something for the college, do something for the student who may not be able to afford. So if you have extra funds, you need to deplete it down to a certain level. The remaining amount, instead of returning to each individual, why not find a good cause and pay it forward? So that way, everyone will feel good. Even today, I can tell you, before we came, I found a way we found a way to support one medical student for the next 5 years at Government Medical College in Nagpur. So I could not find a direct way means I found an organization in USA who's sponsoring students. I have names of 19 medical students who have been sponsored by this organization at Government Medical College in Nagpur. And one additional student will be sponsored by us this coming year, 2024. So if any of the funds there's question, I would say think along those lines. So anyway, I'll stop here. And the amount of work, everyone, whosoever comes in responsibility, puts in a lot of work. I've organized lots of meetings. When you have to plan a meeting, you have to give a certain minimum quota. So that quota means a hotel reservation or food reservation. You have to pay for that. And last minute, if few people come, as a group, you have to bear those expenses, and that's part of support from everyone. So anyway,
Yes, agree. So if it is not to be returned, or they don't want it in return, we can invest in it the way which you have suggested. Thank you so much. Meera wants to say something?
Hello. So yes, I want to second what Naresha said. I come from very humble means, and I received so much from my medical school that I don't know how else can I repay that. So doing the medical students and supporting education is one way of doing it. And I totally agree with Sachin and a lot of you who said that the money that we have is for our future generations. I mean, we all have money that we think that our children will use, their grandchildren will use. We don't think about tomorrow. We want to make sure that the money that we have is used for good causes. And we want to give back. We have received so much. We are very grateful. Thank you.
Well, Samta, what you said, I mean, this is very unfortunate, and we all pray. The day I received a message, I mean, it is between only me and Arvind. जैसा तुमने बोला ना ऐसा होता है. The first thing I said to Arvind, but he was unconscious. I said, Arvind, he has given us 25,000 rupees. He is attending. Now that he won't be